Howdy, y'all. My name is Bryce, and welcome back to some more Blueprints. It's day 91, 9 days away from day 100. I don't think there's anything special that happens, but it is a milestone for us, to be certain. Okay, day 91. First things first, we are hyped to see the Antechamber. We're gonna go straight there. I'm not even gonna grab my allowance. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that I've been thinking about. Oh, it's empty. Oh. Okay, I guess that because of the... So because of that stuff, the X spray, I think it meant nothing spawned in the outer room. So today I'll need to end in the Antechamber. Okay, well, darn. Well, then we will grab our allowance. We will also grab the rat away. And that'll be that. But let's head out here. Let's see what special room we can get. Well, darn, I was so excited to see what the Antechamber did. And I know a lot of y'all were too. We were all just like waiting with bated breath, but that'll have to be for the next one. Now, one of the things that one of y'all pointed out to me, I appreciate the vague hint. Wait, what? Yes. Oh, I thought it automatically appeared there. Oh. Okay. So here's a thing. So close yet so far away. I am curious if these doors open when I hit a lever. And specifically that one, I should be able to open through the sanctum. So we're going to go there right now. I'm not even going to head inside. I know I want to get my foundation fixed. You know, we'll have plenty of moves to be able to mess around with. So let us head down there and do that. So I want to make sure to end my turn in whatever room I want outside, right? I've got one more. Which way do I go? I forget. Do I go through here or do I go through there? We go through here. I want to make sure I end my turn in a room that will get me out there because we did get the Antechamber and now I'm going to get to play around with maybe I can open the doors or whatever. The question becomes, what do we do next? And so one of y'all reminded me, or you let me know, something I may not have been considering, that I can also end my turn in outdoor rooms and that they may also head out there. So if I get like the trading post or the root cellar or the whatever, I could end my turn there and maybe I would get something from that. So the thought that I had was, what if I end my turn like out here in one of the sanctums or in this room, or I could end my turn in like the mine, or the one that I want to try first is the chess room, but not the room with the chess pieces, but the one below that, like the crypt one. And because I was reading the notes that are in there, and it's still a little like it might be the observatory is another thought that I had. There's a little bit of kind of bouncing around in my mind about where I should go. And so that one, I was reading the like notes, the poem, whatever notes that we got from within there. And some of them were jumping out at me, like entering with empty arms or whatever. So it's like, I think I need to go somewhere before I grab any items. So like maybe like, it like specifically says like no purse, no gifts, no whatever. So I'm like, okay, don't go inside, don't grab any items, don't grab my allowance, don't get anything, do it on a day where I didn't get a freezer, like go in with the most bare minimum to somewhere. And so because I got those notes in there, I was thinking I could try that room. Have these always been in these little jars? Huh. I was thinking I could try that room. I could also try, like the observatory says something underneath the cross of 5 stars or something to that effect, which it's like, okay, you could do that, you could do the chapel, like there's options, right? So, so yeah, I want to play around. So there's lots of things. I'm going to want to get the Blessing of the Monk again as soon as I can. And we're going to try all kinds of rooms. So then it's like me really thinking about what are rooms that matter, right? What are rooms that matter in this game that could potentially have an effect. So let's see if this has opened. It has. opens into the shrine? But like... Steady is the scepter, deadly is the stone, heavy is the crown, ready is the throne. Whoa. Okay, well that looks like... So, okay, so another thought I had. And this really lines that up for me. So I'm going to do this again. This could be the crypt in the chest area, which might be right in my term. It could also be the tomb. Because there is the thing in the tomb, the crypt area where there is the coffin, sarcophagus, whatever you want to call it, and it has often has like the rose on it or whatever, the flower. So maybe I need to go down there and quote unquote like pay my respects before doing anything else. So that could be something worth messing around with as well. So don't go in, grab my allowance. Maybe there's some other couple of things. Oh, it said something about like on that time-worn hour or whatever. So maybe it needs to be a specific time, like that 12:15 that I saw last time in the Alzara thing. So, you know, we got ideas. I do not have a foundation yet. So that's a thing that we will be figuring out. Trying to think, what do I want to try and do? I want to try, so maybe we'll go the other way. I really want to try getting the secret garden into the garage option, because it is something that I really want to try. I'm thinking maybe I can get, like, if I can get the secret garden in one of these ones, or maybe here. So I want to go get the secret garden key first, then do that, force that to happen, and then really try our best to get the garage above it. Because I really want to try. And make this happen. You know, the garage above it or below it, whichever we can make happen depending on the direction we come in from there. So think about re-rolls in reference to that. That's what I'm going to be doing. Also, I should point out, it is the weekend of my birthday. The last episode I did... Ooh, this is a good set to pick from. Conservatory is always hard to pass up, but, you know, the boudoir is pretty great for future experiments and things. Let's do the conservatory. Also, I think last time I did the conservatory, I may have forgotten. Hell yes. I may have forgotten to hit confirm on a couple of the things. I do that often. It's the ADHD. You get so ahead of yourself. Ooh, okay. Cloister of Lydia should be the most common in the world. Then the Maid's Chamber can be rare, because I do not need that ever. Planetarium, I like standard. It's a dead end. I feel like dead ends should rarely be standard. Should randomly... bleh, should not be commonly a common one. So let's go all the way back across. I realize moves-wise I'm not in the best position. I would love to find some other antechamber levers and do some stuff with those. All right, gonna go ahead and do this. I also, so with the poems, it mentions something about the cross of stars. So I do think maybe bringing the observatory out there could be a good one, or the planetarium. All right, we're starting to climb back up our stars. The North Star, gain a coin. One of y'all mentioned that maybe at this point I should swap my allowance for my stars because I don't really need the money anymore. Fair. Cloister of Lydia, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I'm loving that this is going to be common now. It is one of the best rooms that I've created. I made it free. It'll always have dig spots. It'll frequently have gem flowers. Like, it has 3 exits. It's so good. It's such a good room. I am very happy with myself for doing this, because I feel like a lot of people wouldn't do this, right? I bet let's say 75% of people did the trophy room and the vault and something else. Maybe the school, like the classrooms. Do I want the kitchen or the coat check? The coat check is pretty incredible, with the emerald bracelet. So let's grab that. So on this run, where do I want to end my turn? That's the big thing that I got to think about. Well, let's grab the den, get some more spaces. Like, Again, I always think that's a dig spot, don't I? I always like take a double take and look over there. Okay. So I got to think about which room I want to. Oh, another one. I was like, where was I going to go with this conversation? Another one that I've been thinking about is the treasure trove. A lot of y'all were like, Price, think a little bit more about what's going on there. Think a little bit more about what's going on with what it's saying about the treasure trove. Do I want the closet? I do, in case we get the garage thing, in case we make that happen. So the treasure trove says stuff like the true treasure of the trove is in this room or is outside or is confusing, right? The language on it is very confusing. That perhaps I need to put the treasure trove outside, right? End my turn in the treasure trove, but the treasure will be outside when I go into the treasure trove outside, right? So I appreciate y'all. Again, I love the vague hints. Y'all, I love the vague hints when y'all are like, think about it, Price. Stop. Think about the words. Think about the words. Because that's all I often need is like, oh, those words matter? Also, one of y'all asked if I could open this chest. I've never been able to. I have tried. But I thought I would give you a look at it because I know one of y'all had asked. The nook or the spare bedroom. Let's do a redraw. Kennel, hallway. Ugh. All right, well, we'll grab the kennel. It at least will give me some unlocks. Pet the dog, always. Nothing over there, but we will probably have some of these, yeah. Bork, bork, bork. All right, what do you give me here? I need a way out. No, I need a way north. I need you to get me north, as much as I want the commissary. Why do you have to all be pointed the wrong way? All right, let's do the nook. Also, you reminded me. There's a rook in the nook. That's my bad. I fully forgot, which is like the one piece I needed last time, I think, right? So totally could have done it. That's on me. That's my bad. Okay, now my brain has finally circled back around to where I was going to start a little while ago. It is my birthday weekend. And this morning, Chrissy and her mom gave me my present from the family, and they got a karaoke machine. And so let's leave the apple for now. Let's see what our experiment can be. So we hung out, we did some karaoke with Chrissy and her mom, and had some margaritas. So your boys get some margarita going on. But had a blast. It was fantastic. It's interesting now that we have like a karaoke machine. I was telling Chris, I was like, oh, well, I guess we got to have people over now more often. But it was fun. It was a fun little thing to do. Karaoke is always a great thing, especially when you're just doing it with friends, like in like privacy and not having to worry about like the social pressures and whatnot. I love doing karaoke, but I also like, I'm sort of in front of people for a living, you know? I'm comfortable with it. Let's do logging into the network. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Let's go to the lab. Yas. Y'all have had such great ideas, and I love it because I know a lot of y'all, you're playing this with me, right? Like, you're not playing it yourself. You're watching me play, and you're like, okay, here's some ideas. And I love it. I love that because, you know, it's the kind of thinking that it's probably going on in my brain, but is not necessarily coming out. And so it's like we're in a room together. It's like we're doing it on stream, but we're doing it through YouTube comments. So each time you eat an apple, remove a crate from the tunnel. Hell yes, we are. Hell yes, we're doing that. But like one of y'all reminded me, like, what a fantastic idea. I had asked last time, well, why would I want to do the pantry thing for the experiment? Because that might not be that helpful. Like, oh, I would want the pantry so I could get other triggers. But one of y'all reminded me that maybe I want a bunch of food in there, you know? Maybe I actually do want to fill the pantry. And it's like, oh, that's right. Maybe the note in the pantry, right? And again, I don't think that you're spoiling this for me. So if it is, then gosh darn it. But I think that you are just as genuinely curious as I am. to fill that list, the list that's like 5 bananas, 5 apples, 5 oranges that's in there. You could use the experiment to do that. You know, it's always been like, how could you make that happen? Well, that's how you could make it happen. Ooh, workshop v commissary. Oh boy. Oh boy, Dawn of Justice. Let's do commissary. Both of them very good. Here we go. Basically, I was thinking, it's like, I don't think I can make anything right now. The commissary is likely to have the parts that I would want to fill in order to use the workshop. So, you know. Cool. Back up into the passageway. So really wanting to get the secret garden key. I'm gonna really spend a lot of time over on this side doing that. All right, Courtyard. Oh, a couple of y'all expressed interest in the idea that I had last time of us doing like a tier list. So I'm gonna really think about, you know, sometime maybe in this next week, because like I had said, around day 100 could be a fun time for us to do that, because that'll end up being like, let's see, it's Sunday right now. That'll probably be either this upcoming weekend or the following like Tuesday or Wednesday or something, right? Because we generally do one episode or one day an episode, but then occasionally we do 2, right? So, yeah, so it'll be coming up soon, but it's enough time for me to kind of plan around making a little stream and seeing what we can get. Let's get the quest bedroom, might as well. No, the boudoir, obviously the boudoir. Apples, crates, boom. So crates. Give me those. Yeah. So we will try and remember to check out the tunnel with the crates later. Gosh, I'm really like thinking about like all these rooms, right? Oh, the Westgate Path. What an interesting one that would be. I don't know how that would work. But the cavern could be... All the open air ones I'm actually very curious about. Like, what would happen if you were in the secret garden when you ended your turn? You know? And most of them will be nothing, right? Oh, another one of y'all reminded me about the blue tents. I am aware. Like, I know that the past couple of runs I've like completely... My brain has gotten so focused on the antechamber thing that like I was blind to the concept of, oh yeah, let's look in the blue rooms on rank 8. So I will absolutely be doing that this time around. Just like, you know, it escapes you sometimes. Okay, continuing northward. So it's this row, right? This is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, the line beneath the antechamber. We want to put blue rooms. Oh, and I still have the king. That's right. I still have the blessing of the king, don't I? I always forget. So let's get up here and maybe I will set it to blue rooms, you know? Last time I did, hey, do more blue rooms. It only did blue rooms from that point, I think. But still... could be good for us. But if I don't make it up to that rank, then I don't care about setting it to blue rooms. All right. We're just bouncing around on my stars today. They are in a good spot for using them to redraw, you know? Use a key. We got 1 key left, so somewhere with keys would be nice. Well, now, the music room. Let's do it. Okay. Secret garden? No, prism. Could still... No, because the secret garden, I think you have to use the secret garden key, huh? It doesn't just randomly pull. Always curious about this one. Denoted, inverse. Unless, like, you know, this was what I was supposed to use to solve those. And then what's with this one purple chair? Oh, no, there's a couple. Never mind. All right. So, Banner of the King. Blue rooms. Okay. Classroom, lab, bedroom, closet. How many blue rooms actually have multiple exits? You know, there's like the den and stuff. But like the lab, I know there's a note in there, likely. I could probably get those other ones. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do the classroom. Apple as well. And so we're looking for a blue note. Looking for a blue note. We're going to take our time. Because I'm assuming every blue room has a place where a note can be. Because it's not the room that they want to be. the tricky part. It's they want the note to be something you have to look for. I'm really trying to, like, do my, you know, this thing, right? Where I'm like, I need to work on my tunnel vision, and then also trying to look super close. Okay. Because I know in the lab there was one. Or I'm like 90% sure there was. Aha! Look at that! Flag colors. Aw, we already knew this. I will take a picture, though. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, y'all, I'm curious. What if I got classroom number 5 or 6, whichever one was language? What if I got that on this floor? Would that help? Because this is colors and we're in color class. Interesting. Interesting. That could be what helps me to solve the erosion thing. But I think there's probably other areas where, you know, you can get stuff. Morning room, clock tower, freezer. Well, or I could redraw. I have 3 total redraws. Let's do a redraw real quick. Trophy room, lab. Oh, well, the lab turns upward. We'll do that. We'll do that. I was also like totally on board with the trophy room. All right, let's see if it was over here. There it is. Okay. Cinca Inc., founded in 1933, has 2 facilities, Cinca Labs in Reddington and Cinca Court, a 16-story facility located in downtown Oris featuring 8 floors above ground and 8 floors below ground. Okay. Interesting. Give me 1 second. Trying to work within with my camera. I need to turn on some lights. Okay. I mostly operate in a very dark room because I have a window that casts plenty of light. But when I'm taking a picture, that light is coming from behind the camera, so it just takes horrible pictures. Okay, I'll take the trophy room now. Why not? Beep boop 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 boop. Okay, so as far as trophies, let's do a rundown. Let's do a rundown on what we got left because I can talk about that. So, bullseye trophy. I need to do 4 more math problems. Easy. Drafting strategy sweepstakes. We're thinking that's in book 5, which I need to grab still from the library. Reach room 46 in dare mode. I don't know about dare mode or curse mode. These are things that I will have to look into. 46 in 1 day. It sounds like what it means. We do a new file with the whole like trophy transfer or whatever stuff and beat it in 1 day. Beat it on day 1, right? Trophy of speed. That's beat it in under a total of an hour. So start a new file, you know, however you do that in this game with the like moving forward with the trophies. And I can do as many days as I want, but I have to get there in under an hour, which is a challenge, but also something that I think with the experience that we're gaining is doable. Ace the classroom final exam, so I just need to get there again in order to take this to try and get 100%. And then once we do all that other stuff, we'll complete the trophy case. I want to do all that. I do want to do all that. It all sounds within reason, other than curse mode and dare mode, just because I don't know what those are about. I guess thinking about it, curse mode probably means you have the curse the whole time, so it's like your keys and gems and things are going to be rough. Because I guess when I did the curse the one time, I think I lost, or wasn't able to reach the Anti-Chamber. And then maybe dare mode, there's like specific challenges that you need to accomplish. So anyway, so that's where we're at with trophies. Sure, let's use a key. Last key. Okay, office, aquarium, storeroom. Let's do the electric aquarium. Okay. Nothing, wow. Wouldn't it be amazing if digging that up opened the antechamber? Okay. No water. See what I mean by that being there? Like that's marking something. I'm still very... We're gonna figure these rooms out, all right? I do think there's something about getting a treasure map and then using that treasure map to plan out, okay, I want one of these rooms there. Did I just hear something when I walked in here? Maybe it was just the fire. Okay. Winding our way back through. So I guess I will need to work on the school thing anyways to ace the exam, so I might as well, at that point, try to get those classrooms up in the 8 range. Because I could definitely get a few of them up there if I plan around it. Oh, okay. Locks. Yeah, I should think about that. We're out of keys, so maybe I can get a locksmith here in a bit. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, boiler room, conference room. Well, because it goes in the direction I would like... Or I could redraw. Because I just hate the boiler room. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. I just hate the boiler room. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, because of this. Y'all know how it goes. But I don't have like a huge issue right now with getting in and out of the red room, so it's like whatever. Doing it this way at least is not such a big deal. Okay, well, this would give me another blue room. Why not use the prism key? Really? You can't use it for a blueprint room? Okay. Well then, back down and across the old... Go. Whee! So, that's the easiest way I've found at this point. Okay. Here, then here. Okay. I would love to open those other antechamber doors, you know? Okay. Do I really want to risk having to go all the way down to the conservatory dining room entrance hall area to get the rest of this? Because I get the attic, it could help me out. Let's get the attic. It's a risk, but I do still have the passageway up above me, so if I get keys, you know, it's fine. I'll probably get a treasure chest this way, so I might be able to do the whole try and get a bedroom in a certain position, as long as I don't already have that position filled, you know? Ooh, coin purse. Because I can always use my, Oh, awesome. I can always use, what do you call it? My stars to try and reroll into the bedroom or the corridor, but I didn't get a treasure map. I'm shocked. This is the first time I've come into the attic and not gotten a treasure chest, I swear. Wow. Yeah, to the point where I thought it was a guarantee. I thought it was a guarantee. Wow. Okay, but we got some keys. We got a whole bunch of other items. So we're cool there. And I think we're having to go... Well, I can go back out through the boiler room now. We got 2 keys. We'll give it a shot, just because it's right here. Because I don't... like, frequently I'll have so many moves it doesn't matter. Right now, we're not quite in that range. 48 is still plenty. But the amount of, like, maneuvering that I like to do back and forth is not so great for. Frequently, I'm, like, totally good on that, right? Pool is great. Okay, cool. Because of its position, pool is perfect. All right, nothing over there. I was just checking for extra items. You know how it is. Okay, boom, boom. Dice, beautiful. Those can help with trying to get a bedroom or corridor in appropriate position just in case. Still haven't had the foundation show up, actually, I just realized. Curious where it can show up. We will do the ladyship's spare room. Sure. It keeps us going. No item there. Oh, I have the sleeping mask. Nice. Lockpick kit. Okay, locker room. I don't have a conference room, do I? No, I do not. Well, let's do the locker room anyways. In case I can get into the antechamber there, then I can. Although my plans on getting to the antechamber are less important. That's right, you can't use your lockpick there. But the pathway exists. You know, the pathway exists. We continue. Lockpick don't work there. We'll get there eventually. Ooh, the workshop. The aquarium, though, as well. Oh, it's a tough one. We're gonna do the aquarium. We're gonna do the aquarium. Please let this door be locked. That is the worst. It's the one room I didn't want to see. And I could redraw, but the thing is this room in front of me, I think it needs to be the garage or the secret garden. I don't know that they have to be connected. So we'll grab the garage. There's obviously things I can get. I have the car keys too, don't I? Yeah. So, like, I'm in a pretty good spot here. For... Ooh, treasure! Okay, okay. This is the room I'm about to draft. Or is it the room I'm in? It might be right in the aquarium. Damn it, it's the aquarium. Yep. Ah, man! Because if I could have pulled the bedroom, right, which I could have rolled into or whatever, that would have been great. But we pulled it a little late. So anyway, my plan right now, we're going to use the silver key going north, if it gives me the opportunity. Woo! 40 buckaroonies. So if I can, I will use the silver key here. Cannot. Redraw. Rotunda works. My thinking being, I really want to try and get a secret garden next to the garage. So there's a small chance that this room is locked and that I can use the secret garden key. Otherwise, I got to get up there from the conservatory, and that's like a little bit trickier. Special keys. Secret garden. Okay, cool. Now, here's the thing about this, is like, just because I have the garage there doesn't mean that it's set up appropriately, right? But what is nice is now I can open both of the other antechamber doors. So then outside, we can go see what is waiting in those other wings, if there's anything. I would assume that the moon door is the important one, you know? But still. So the other thing is I can get into room 46 if I so desire. I do have a pathway there. I don't feel the need to end in the antechamber again, obviously. So my question then should be, what room do I want to end in? Oh, I think we will try the chest room. Or unless I pull the treasure trove. But I think the chest room outside with the tomb is at least worth trying. I don't have the tomb itself, because I could see myself ending my turn in like the area of the tomb that has the statue of death. That could be a thing, because we got the image earlier that was like the angel of death points towards your whatever, or like the 8th statue points towards whatever. So, you know, could be a thing. I did pull that lever, right? Yes, it's down. Down means done. Okay, so we're gonna go north first. Patio, I'm fine with. Sure. And now when I go back, there should be apples everywhere, so I need to be sure to check for fruit. I say they should be everywhere. They should be around. There should be some, at least. Okay. So then... Oh, more digging. Woo! A nail! So happy! Okay, the office works. Now I'm trying to think. What do we have chest-wise? We've got the king. I don't have the study, so that's the one we're missing. But we do have a knight. There's a rook in the conservatory. There's... What am I? I'm looking for a bishop. Bishop in the attic. So yeah, if we can get a queen, then we've got ourselves a stew going for changing our chess piece. That said, not like a huge concern. I do like having the Blessing of the King right now because of the way that it gives me control when I'm like, okay, I want to start getting these rooms for this run. It's like, oh, I need, you know, to get the commissary or something. It's like, okay, let's increase our likelihoods, you know? What special keys do I have? Basement key, silver key, prism key. Let's use a normal key. Hey! Okay. Okay, pivot. We will end our turn in the treasure trove. All boxes marked by the sun contain memos that are true. That helps. That helps. Okay. And you're telling the truth. Boop, boop, boop. Unless that box is lying and the note within it are lying, which are entirely possible. But we have not found any information to suggest that that is the case. Okay. Where are we at? All right. Oh, I thought it said I did. Like the animation there, I thought it was. Okay. Oh, the study. Okay, I can mess with my chess piece if I so desire. So I will go and at least look, you know? But I also want to make sure I have enough moves to get back up into here. But we have the dining room all the way down there. I don't know what the food was, but we have it. Now, any of the rooms up here, do they matter? Because I may be able to go... Oh, I got to get back up into the treasure trove, though, eventually. Yeah. But because I'm going to be going down to the dining room, that's great. We will now go to the garage and see if anything happened here by having this next to the secret garden. Part of me thinks you have to draft them next to one another, but like from one another. Like from the secret garden into the garage is what I think, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Ah, beautiful. I need to be looking for these everywhere. Okay. Where would an apple be in here? Inside the car? Oh, there's money. Oh, looks like I can maybe go around there. Is there an apple in here? No, okay. Thought maybe it was possible. Okay. Is there something that can happen here? Well, you can see into the back there. So that's where the other lever is. But I don't seem to be able to get over there. So I wonder if it has to be the other side, where the brick wall is, you know? Where the brick wall is busted open. Because then you could see there being a way, like, from the garage to go there. Because, yeah, otherwise this would be open, you would think, right? Unless I can, like, point at the edges or something. But interesting. So you can see the back of that from here. Would there be a reason to do that? Like, as far as what we have, no, it doesn't matter. But maybe... Maybe there's something that can be done. Because if we had it here, like I said, there's that hole that I wonder if you could go through there. Okay, so it's still on the list to try to do it. Secret garden into garage. You just have to get lucky. Like one of the tough things is that, and I would love it if they would change this, but it's part of the challenge, I think. So it's like, I also fully understand them not doing it. But if you could choose to use the key, even if the door's unlocked, you know what I mean? Like if there's a door and I want the secret garden there, then I can just open it with the secret garden key. Like give me the option to be like, if I have special keys, maybe be like, can I use that key? Do you fall down here now? I feel like they made it so you can fall off these edges when they didn't used to. Making it tricky to get out that door when it's open. Boop. There have been a handful of updates, and I never know what counts as an update, you know? Or like what they added and what I'm just like perceiving. Okay, south through the passageway, then to the hallway, then security, then observatory, nook, kennel. Like there's so many moves, but it's all right. We got the dining hall, and maybe we will get lucky and get the, get one that works for us. One that we actually have the benefit for. I gotta be careful. Gotta remember to be looking for apples and things. It's easy to zip by. I probably missed one or two in there, but we will have to go back through. Okay. Which way now? Just looping. The third. Banana. Apple. Nice. Crates. Into the cloister. Just looking for apples again. I feel like the apples appear on the edge here. Like, yeah, where that gem was. Okay. Right. And then into the dining room. And then we just try and head north. What is it? The fish? We do have an aquarium. That's beautiful. Well, I've already pulled the rooms that I would want to pull into the conference room. Let's grab... Could grab the workshop. You never know. Let's grab the workshop. I may see something where I'm like, ooh, I need to set that on fire. So I could make... I don't think I have the lever, do I? I don't. It's a central piece of some things. So, what if we do... What is it that the lockpick combines with? Oh, it must be the, metal detector. I was thinking of making the lockpicking, whatever the auto lockpicker machine was. Okay, cool. Have dinner. We got plenty of moves now. No need to worry about anything. I thought that was another treasure chest. Or treasure map, rather. I'm okay with taking the wine cellar. Now let's go store them, because actually I have plenty of gems. I need the keys. Beep, boop, bop. All right. Now I need a ton of hallways facing north. So this is the part where it's like we may need to be doing some rerolls. Definitely not grabbing the ballroom. No. Although the pantry would be nice. Maybe I take the pantry and just run with it. No, we got some gems. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can go further. Okay, let's grab the veranda. Heading northward. Oh, man. So I was saying earlier, we did some karaoke earlier, and hey, there we go. And so Christy and I did a little bit of has-been hotel stuff, so now in my head I've got the hell is forever whether you like it or not. It's like totally stuck in my head. Well, bedroom, you showed up at a time I didn't need. Let's do some redraw. Again, there's nothing that I need out of either of these. None of them have like a lore component that I can imagine. This is the last room that I can possibly choose from. If it's not a freezer, then why am I waiting? Ooh, planetary. Do I have the thing? I do not have the telescope. Now, in the planetarium, we do know that now there will always be a locked chest. I think that's what it is, a locked trunk. So I'm okay with moving forward again. Obviously, it's a little bit late to spawn things in here. Oh! I don't know if I've ever seen it with the windows, though. Okay. Pump room, sauna. Man. Like sauna, I'm like, well, at least you start with extra moves, but... Man, they want me to have that planetarium. We're going to go West Wing Hall. Again, main thing, freezer if nothing else, you know? Lockpick. Okay. All right, we'll do the pantry. I know I said if nothing else, but it's like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Ah, darn. 'Twas one of these. Okay. So yeah, if we can spot, let's read this. Please pick up some more fruit for Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, bananas, and oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay. So maybe stocking the pantry is a thing, you know? I assumed it was just about giving you more moves. So, now that we are in the position that we are in... Looking at any of these rooms, I can't think of anything we could do here. So let's go outside. Let's look at the chess stuff. And then we will head back north and we will, like I said, end in the treasure trove. And we'll see where that goes. Oh, and then I should check the antechamber outside as well now that I've opened the other doors, obviously. So we got some things to do outside. We'll check the antechamber first. The anti-antechamber. Would that be like the posit chamber? The pro chamber? Now, I'm assuming there's nothing. I'm assuming that's the only one that matters. But Yeah, it's rocks. Okay. That's kind of what I expected because we've seen so many rooms with rocks there. The fact that that's there is wicked. That's cool. That's cool. I gotta think on that note, too. And, like, there's so... Oh, man. When I head back up to the treasure trove, I need to look in the office for a note. I need to look in the locker room for a note. Didn't even think about it. For the blue notes. Definitely the office. The locker room, if I don't have enough keys, I'm not even going to waste. Well, actually, I could open up all of the non-locked ones. It could be in one of those. Most of the locked ones have things in them. And I've got the metal detector. So I could make the electromagnet? What do you make with the how do you make the electromagnet? Is it just like the battery and the metal detector? What's the magnet part? Huh. I'm trying to remember now. Okay. So. I want to read what all of the different chess pieces do. So, will it lock that? Am I going to have to reopen that in order to be able to go in there? I'm realizing. Hopefully not. It'll be a pain if I have to redo this, because I haven't changed this since I've done that. But we'll give it a shot. So, we've got, well, upper left, we can do our queen, right? Do a knight there. We've got the king right below that. We've got, where's the attic? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Okay. So, king. Oh. And the attic is like here? Nice. Okay, pawn can go anywhere. Rook can go down here. Okay. Choose your piece. Oh, maybe. Well, oh no. What is missing? We've got the bishop. The bishop is missing. Okay. So, what do you do? Each time you draft a room on the queen side of your house, lose 5 and gain. Okay. Armory. Love it. Obviously. Pawn. When you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose knight, bishop, rook, or queen. Gain the power of that piece until the end of the day. Okay. And then we have the king, which we know about, right? I mean, I don't care about any of these, but because I've never done them, I will do the queen once, and I will do the pawn once, and then I'm going to end up, and I'm going to always be on either the king or on the knight, because the armory is fun, is useful from the perspective of getting items that are valuable. And then, okay, cool. So then the bishop just doesn't exist anymore, huh? What was the bishop's? I'm so curious. What was the bishop's? Let's run in here real quick. Let's just see some things. I've never looked into the water, have I? Interesting thought. Let's run in here. So with the blessing of the monk, I'd be very curious to end my turn in here. Right? Like, you could absolutely see some stuff going on. I've got the shovel, you know. I could try the power hammer, I guess, if I get that. Where did I put the workshop? It's right next to the entrance hall. Oh, I don't have the rod. Okay. So the poem in here, I'm gonna read some chunks of it. I'll pull it up on my notes because I'm gonna give y'all where I'm at, and then we can kind of go from there. So, in Ares' court, where the king now lays, so either here or in the tomb. The tomb, technically, I think, is where we know he is, right? Or is that Mary that's in the tomb? I think it's Herbert, but I'm not positive. Then I guess there's also the funeral parlor, but we know he's not in there because it's an empty casket. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, So my thing is thinking like the Sacred Hour, I have no idea. Maybe it's the 12:15 that we saw at the train station in the Elzara thing. Will a youth approach with empty arms? So I think I need to go somewhere with nothing. Without gifts, nor gold, nor mannered charm. So again, nothing from the manor. And in sky above, a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars align. So that's the part where I'm like, maybe the observatory or the planetarium, or maybe, I mean, a cross could be the chapel. A patient figure, a reckoning great, the black key is lying with the last king of 8. So like, you know, in this chest room, which I guess I could have checked before I changed my chest stuff, could the last king have been this king here, you know? Theories, y'all. Theories. Like the king that was here. Maybe the key was hiding there and I goofed it. I still need to mess with my castle puzzle and stuff. I think the direction we're going right now, focused on the antechamber and a couple of other things in the manor, I think that's the scope I want to be on, and then along the way, if the opportunities present themselves, we'll pursue things having to do with the larger ones. So like, you know, like I said with the translation, I'm not going to go hardcore on trying to make that happen, getting the schools and all that kind of stuff, the classrooms. But if the opportunity presents itself, you know, because I'm about to run out of the Blessing of the Monk. This is my last one. So then I got to get the shrine again, or we are without. So in that instance, getting the school, you know, getting the classrooms and heading up into Zone 8, I think would be a very good idea. Okay. Well, we're going to head all the way. Oh, that's right. Got to go the other way. So observatory up, kennel across, observatory security, hallway, passageway, boiler room. I can head up into the locker room and look for a note. We can head around this way, head in the office and look for a note, and our turn to the treasure trove. Easy peasy. Okay. Long walk. Long walk. So yeah, I mean we got our plans. Oh yeah. Ooh, there's an apple. Nice. Oh, and a key. Look at that. Let us check our emerald bracelet. Love it, love it. So like because we have the emerald bracelet now, grabbing the coat check is almost always going to be a yes, as long as it's not going to stop me from progressing. I'm going to always grab it because it's got such a benefit. We grabbed the apple that was in there. Don't see one in here. Okay. Pretty sure I checked the observatory for the apples. Yeah. Yeah, and I was looking here too. Okay, so I checked most of the rooms that I passed through. There may be some in rooms that I haven't revisited, you know. Like, let's go in here. Let's look. Right? There could be one in the attic, I guess. We got plenty of moves. Let's look for an apple up in here. Oh? What did I miss? Ah, key! They hide! Those keys hide. Let me tell you. Okay. Now, passageway. And I actually want to head into the courtyard. Looking for an apple. Banana, okay. You know, I'm realizing I didn't check the tunnel for the crates, but I think we're okay. I am going to run back up through these rooms. Oh, actually, I can run... No, because I can't go out that way. And I didn't actually open that door. It just didn't matter when it came to the other thing. Whoa! We already did get an apple in here, but that was one that was already spawned in there. Apple. Nice. And that's why we look. Okay. Give me a fruit detector. That would be helpful. Alright. All kinds of things. Okay. Well, I can go check this room. What do you say? The Kidjiro must go down. So, like, the one that's outside is actually very funny. Okay. Is there an apple in here? No. In my head, I'm like, will it technically spawn in there, even though the door's closed? Be interesting. Okay. Little bit of wind. Do, 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 do. Okay, and then across the pool? Well, I guess from the pool I can go 2 ways, right? Oh, I have to go over there that way, huh? So I gotta leave this going the wrong way, which is frustrating. Boop, boop, boop. So, checking here first. So we got like, I have 10 keys, but I don't actually have any, doors to open. Oh, hey, that's an apple. Okay. I guess I should look around first before I go opening every single one of these. You know, because it could be hiding like underneath here. You know? Okay. Just kind of looking around. Because I'm not going to be able to unlock all of these. I think you need like 15 keys or something. What are you? You are a node I have seen. Oh, well. Cool. Monies. Okay. 5 keys left. Don't really need the money. Nothing. Okay. So many. Do you have one in here? How do I... Can't really close those ones. All right, we got one more key. Well, that's that. Yeah, because we've seen that. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly look underneath or like along the side of the wall here. We're going to quickly try and open each of these just in case. You know, you never know if one of them is going to actually be unlocked. Okay. Well. Oh, I skipped you somehow. And you? Weird. Oh, they were on the opposite side there. Okay. So I do not see the note. Now I'm like looking at the blank spaces on the walls and things, you know. Okay. No, I think we're good. Okay. So that one I'm just going to need more keys, I think. I'm going to have to open all the lockers. Next time I'll start on the long way away. Okay. I did technically get the secret garden after the garage, right? So there could be an apple. No, but then I came back in through here. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. So then we're just up into the treasure trove. And I'm realizing I didn't check this room for apples because I got it after the apple thing. Okay. So then treasure trove. I'm feeling good here. We got the blessing of the monk for one more time. So then my guess, actually now that I'm thinking about it, is that that treasure will be a different treasure chest. And what'll be nice is I will be starting next time with some keys, right? I did get... Oh, did I not? I thought I got the... Dang. I thought I got the clock tower, but I swapped it for something else, didn't I? Too bad. Well, either way, we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the day. We did find our treasure. We did put the emerald key back, or the emerald bracelet back. I have no other rooms that I can go into. We checked all 3 sides of the antechamber outside, so we're done with that. I don't have the bedroom or the corridor, and we're still trying to figure out what we're doing there. So, yeah. I guess that's that. You know, we're going to go ahead, we're going to end there. That's going to be our day here. We're getting progress. We're seeing things. Every episode, something new happens. And I'm going to be really... Oh, my brain just broke. Oh, no. I was supposed to check the office for a clue. That's what I was supposed to be checking. I was like, why did I want to check an apple? Why would I want to check an apple here? I know it's not going to be in there. I was supposed to check for a blue note. I just remembered there are several of you in the comments right this moment saying price. Price. How could you? Because the one in the office is probably significant. But it's fine. Okay? It's fine. We will get there eventually, my friends. So yeah. But anyway, y'all, with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, if you did, like, comment, subscribe, send it to your friends. Do all the awesome things that help in the algorithm because I need it. I need it. Please leave a comment down below. Start leaving me your tier list. Top tier rooms, bottom tier rooms, top tier items, bottom tier items. Let's go. We're gonna make it happen. Stay tuned for the next, the stream. Also, the Garden Hunting Lodge. Look at that. It's got the it's got guns on the side. It's got the elk above the doorway there. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. How interesting. Anyway, y'all, the most important thing is I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I have been Price, and I will see y'all next time.